Hello students. So last class we discussed about the permanent tissue. In that we seen three type of tissue. One is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So in this video we're going to continue the permanent tissue. So the left part will be the sclerenchyma. So now we're going to discuss in brief about sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma. The cells are long, narrow, thick and lignified, usually pointed at both ends. The cell wall is evenly thickened with lignin, and sometimes it is so thick that the cell cavity or lumen is absent. Sclerenchyma is the tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. It is supporting tissue in plant. So these are two types of cells which exist, like fibers and sclerid. The cell wall consists of cellulose, hemicellulose and lignin. The nucleus is absent and hence the tissue is made up of dead cells. Both the parenchyma and the collenchyma are what? The nucleus is present and they were living. But the sclerenchyma is dead cells where the nucleus is absent. They have simple, often oblique pits in the wall. The middle lamella, that is the wall between the adjacent cell, is conspicuous. It consists of long, narrow, dead, thick wall cells. Actually, this sclerenchyma, it acts as like a cement and hardens. Why? Because the lignin, the presence of the cell wall contain lignin, which is a chemical substance which can act like a cement and hardens them. It gives strength and hardness to the plant part. The example will be the coconut. Cells of sclerenchyma are of two types, fiber and sclerid. Fiber consists of very long, narrow, thick and lignified cell, and scleroid or irregular shape. So there will be no shape for scleroids. This type of tissue is present in stem around vascular bundle, in the veins of leaf and in the odd covering of seeds and nuts. For example, husk of coconut is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. So let us discuss some function of sclerenchyma. The sclerenchyma is mainly mechanical and protective in function. It gives strength, rigidity, flexibility and elasticity to the plant body and thus enable it to withstand the various strains. So here you can see the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So here you can see the differentiation, right? So the parenchyma which have the intercellular space, collenchyma it doesn't have the intercellular space, whereas sclerenchyma is the dead cells, where both the parenchyma and collenchyma are living cells. Now we discuss some features about parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The cells are thin walled, only primary wall present. In collenchyma, the thick primary wall at the corners. In sclerenchyma, it is thick walled. So based on the cell arrangement, in parenchyma it is loosely arranged, in collenchyma it compactly arranged, and in sclerenchyma the cells compactly arranged. Same as collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Here cells are living nucleus present. In parenchyma and again in collenchyma also the same. The cells are living, nucleus is seen. But in sclerenchyma, the cells are dead, devoid of cellular content. Now the shape. The parenchyma cells are spherical, polygonal, oval, rectangular or rod shaped. Collenchyma, the shapes are variable. In sclerenchyma, the cells are elongated. And next we see about the spaces, that is the gap between the cells. The parenchyma which have many intercellular spaces. Collenchyma, there will be the intercellular spaces are absent, and same result in sclerenchyma also, the intercellular space are absent. So now we discuss about the vacuole. The cells are vacuolated. In collenchyma and sclerenchyma, the cells are which have vacuoles. It doesn't have the vacuoles. Okay. The cells which have the vacuoles is parenchyma tissues, and the group of tissue which doesn't have the vacuole is called collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So based on these characteristic features, we can able to differentiate. Now we discussed what is meristematic and permanent tissue in brief in previous videos. So let us discuss now the differentiate between the meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. First, we discussed about the meristematic tissues and permanent tissues like left hand and right hand. So, meristematic tissues continuously dividing cells. In permanent, it do not divide continuously. Meristematic, the cells are small and isodiametric. In permanent, it may be variable in shape and size. The meristematic cells are very thin, but here in cell wall will be like thickened. Meristematic tissues, the nucleus are large. The permanent tissue, the nuclei are small. In meristematic tissues, the vacuole are absent. In permanent tissue, the vacuoles are present. Intercellular space absent in meristematic tissue. Intercellular space is present in permanent tissues. The metabolic activities are at high rate in meristematic tissues, but the metabolic activities is low. Why? Because in meristematic the cells keep on dividing, but in permanent there will be like no division occur. So there will be the metabolic activities when you compare. In meristematic there will be high, in permanent there will be low. Inorganic inclusion is absent and here it is present. The cells are undifferentiated in meristematic. In permanent the cells are differentiated based on the type, based on the structure and based on the shape and size. In meristematic tissues, it is only the simple tissues. In permanent tissues, it may be simple or complex. So based on the type, it is divided into simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. So these all about the difference between meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Thank you.